Hey everybody, how's it going today? Today I'm gonna look at writing linear functions and equations in standard form. And then we're gonna graph them. So let's take a look here. Standard form is written in the form of ax plus by equals c. And some things to keep in mind is a, b, and c must be integers, not fractions or decimals. The number in front of x has to be greater than or equals 0. A and b both need to be non-zero numbers. And the greatest common factor of all three must be 1, just meaning that we can't factor a number out of this and simplify it more. Okay, so let's take a look at some examples. I'm going to run through a lot of examples today, guys. One of the things you need to know before we do this in order to graph these is that you need to know what the y-intercept and the x-intercept are. The y-intercept is a point that crosses the y-axis. The x-intercept is a point that crosses the x-axis. So that being that y here is going to be b, and then x is 0, and then in the x-intercept, x is a number and y is 0. So we're going to use that information to graph these when they're in standard form. So let's take a look at the first one here. We're going to go and write this in standard form, and remember that standard form needs to look like this: ax plus by equals c. Now it doesn't need to be a plus, but it needs to be a number here. Okay, so we're going to clear the fraction. So I'm going to multiply everything here by 6. And we did that in class. You just find the common denominator and clear the fraction out. Okay, so 3 goes in 6 2 times. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 goes into 6 3 times, which gives me 3y minus 24. We want the y to be on the other side here, so I'm going to subtract 3y from both sides. And I'm going to get 4x minus 3y equals negative 24. Now I want this, well, you know what? That's pretty much it. Actually, yes, that is it. We can't do anything else because we want a to be positive. And this is pretty much it. So this is standard form, guys. Okay? As if we go back here, it needs to follow the rules that a needs to stay positive. Stay positive, a. Don't mean negative. And these two are not 0, and then, c can be anything we want it to be, as long as it's an integer. All right, so let's take a look at another one. And again, you should try some of these on your own, especially the blue ones. If they're in blue, the numbers in blue, it's a practice problem. You should try the practice problem on your own. So let's go ahead and clear these decimals out. We'll move the decimal over one place. And we'll get 8y minus 10x, because remember this was 1.0. That kind of looks like a happy face, huh? And this is 12. So the only thing we need to do here is we need to move the x and the y around because the x needs to come first. So I'll have negative 10x plus 8y equals 12. The other thing is these are all divisible by 2, so I'm going to divide a 2 out. So I'm going to get 5x plus 4y equals 6. And then I don't want a negative here, so I'm going to multiply everything by a negative. Switch the sign of everything. 5x minus 4y equals negative 6. Okay, and there's our answer. All right, let's take a look at another one here. All the rest of them are going to be graphing, and this is the same directions for all of them. So we're going to turn it into standard form, and then we're going to find the x-intercept and the y-intercept. We're going to plot those 2 points and graph the line. Okay, so this is already in standard form. The x-intercept, I got this little trick you can do. Let's see, I don't know if I have anything to show you this little trick. If I had a big hand in here, I probably would have put a big hand. But basically what you're going to do is to find the x-intercept, you're going to just, cover this up with your hand here. All right, so you're not even going to look at this, and you get 2x equals 10. All right, 2x equals 10. Because basically you're plugging in 0 for y, so that just turns to 0. And you're going to get x equals 5. All right, so then you're going to go over here to the x, and you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 right there. Plot that point. All right, now we're going to do, okay, so now we need this guy back here. All right, so now we're going to do the y-intercept, and we're going to do the same thing. Get rid of x. Okay, we don't need to see that. Cover it with your thumb or something. We're going to get minus 5y, negative 5y equals 10. Divide by negative 5, and we're going to get y equals negative 2. So then we're going to go down to 2. 1, 2. There we go. plot that point, and then the line between these 2 points like that, and there you go, folks. We just graphed the line using standard form by finding the x-intercepts and the y-intercept. Okay, so that's the trick. Let's try another. Number 4. Okay, so number 4, we're going to first put it in standard form, so I need to subtract 8y. 2x minus 8y equals negative 8. Okay, we really want to do this in standard form. We need to divide the 2 out, so it's x minus 4y equals negative 4 because we divided everything by 2. All right, x equals negative 4. Okay, that's the first part right here. X equals negative 4. How did I get that? I scribbled out this negative 4y. Okay, then I do the y one now, we get negative 4y equals negative 4. So I scribbled up the x and I just looked at these guys and I got y equals 1. So let's go ahead and graph these guys. Y equals 1 is right here, and x equals negative 4 is right 1, 2, 3, 4 right here, and we put them together, and what do we got? Bippity boppity line. Okay, so there's our line. All right, let's take a look at another one. Oh, look, it's blue. We should try it on your own first, and then take a look at the solution. So pause it now. Welcome back. Okay, so we need to find the y. Okay, so we just get out of here, guy. 3x equals 15. X equals 5. So x equals 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna write that right away. Okay. Okay, we need you 5. We need you 5y back. Sorry. Okay, but we don't need the x anymore. So 5y equals 15. Y equals 3. 1, 2, 3. Plot that dude. And then we got, yes, I just called that point a dude. Like a dude. What's up, dude? Now the line's there. Okay, we got the line. X-intercept, y-intercept, guys. That's all we do. Okay, let's look at another one. Number 6. Oh, another practice. Why don't you try this one too? Okay, so we're going to subtract 2x. You know what? Yeah, let's go ahead. Subtract 2x plus 4y equals negative 4. How did I do that? I subtracted the 2x from both sides. Let's go and divide everything by negative 2. Ooh. Yes, negative 2. Yes. Negative 2. So we're going to have positive x minus 2y equals positive 2. I divided everything by negative 2. Okay. So then I'm going to get x equals 2 and negative 2y equals 2, which gives me y equals negative 1. So down to negative 1. X equals 2. There's my line. It's not as straight as the other guys, but this is pretty good. All right. I didn't use my straight tool. That's why. All right. Let's look at a couple more here. Write the equation standard form. Okay. Well, what? We don't have a y. Let's go ahead and put 0y. We might as well. 0 times anything is 0, right? So, okay. So my x-intercept is going to be negative 4, and my y-intercept. Wait a minute, I can't divide by 0 unless I'm Chuck Norris. So this doesn't work. I only have x equals 4. Negative 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But no y-intercept. That means it doesn't ever cross the y-axis. Well, you know what? The only way this is going to work is if it goes vertical. Like this. And down like this. Well, it turns out, folks, that whenever we do have an x, you know, we can make this x equals negative 4, right? Oh, we just did that, duh. By dividing by 3. Whenever we have this as a line, it is a vertical line. Yep, that's right, vertical. Straight up and down at negative 4. Let's take a look. How about this? Whoa, what is this about, right? Let's put it in standard form. Well, it's really almost in standard form, right? 0x plus 6y equals negative 6. I moved the 6 over, right? We can actually divide everything by negative 6 and get 0x plus y equals negative 6. I divide everything by 6. I think I said negative 6. I meant 6. Ah, what am I doing? It's not 6. Woo, just messed that one up. Negative 1. Okay, divide everything by 6. Guys, this is a 0 here. We don't need this at all. We get y equals negative 1, and we looked from our last video, this is a horizontal line. Alright, so this is a horizontal line, negative 1 right here. Plot that, just make it like this. Okay? Well, geez. Can you be a little straighter there, Mr. Francis? Please? Draw a little straight, draw some straight lines. Alright, let's draw a straight line. Dude, oh! I almost had it. Okay, well, you know what I mean, right? I'm going straight horizontal line here. Okay, you guys, I'm just not very good at this tool here. I hope you're having a good time and you're laughing. Okay, there we go. Horizontal line at y equals 1. Last one, guys. Try this out first. All right, we're going to get x equals 2 because we divide both sides by 5. And we just went over that x equals 2 is a vertical line. So straight up and down at x equals 2. Bada bing, bada boom. We're done. All right. That's it. Thank you for joining me. Standard form. Find x, y intercepts. You got to graph it. See you later.